guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've ever seen any of my videos before. I'm Becca, I'm a type 1 diabetic, and in this video I'm going to show you how to change your Autosoft XC infusion set for a Tandem pump, so a T-Slim or a Mobi. Before we actually do the video, I just wanted to say that a few days ago I remembered that I posted my first YouTube video almost 4 years ago, December 31st, 2020. And now it's late December 2024, and my channel is still a thing. Like, it's different. Like, my first video was me making fake blueberry muffins in my room, and now I'm teaching people how to deal with diabetes, but it's still a thing, and most of the people who watch my videos have watched my videos for the entire time, and thanks for watching my videos. So yeah, that's all. Enjoy the video.
Okay, so here I have all of the things that I will use while changing my infusion set. Throughout the video, as I get to when I need each of them, I will explain them. Okay, so here I have a product called Autosoft. Basically, it just helps me take off the adhesive easier, and so it hurts less, because taking off the adhesive can really hurt. So it's really helpful for me. Once you take off the adhesive, it becomes trash. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is open up your insulin cartridge contraption, and you need to loosen up the plunger so it's easier to use, so just push it up and down a few times. And then you need to clean your insulin vial so that it doesn't spread any germs, and then you have to let it dry. And then you take your contraption and you pull it back to as much insulin as you will need. I usually need 150 units or so. That's just my personal insulin needs. So that's what that would look like. And then you need to push your insulin vial on top and push all the air in, and then slowly pull back the amount of insulin that you put air in. So 150 units for me. So then there's going to be some air bubbles. So you have to flick those out. Like, you can use a pen or your fingers like I'm doing. Using a pencil hurts less. But air bubbles can block insulin delivery, which would be really bad because then you wouldn't get your insulin. So it's important that you have no air bubbles. And if you need to, you can draw out more insulin than you'll actually need and push the air bubbles back in. That's easier, but no air bubbles, so we just need to get those out. Once you're sure all the air bubbles are gone, you can pop the insulin off of the top of the contraption and screw the plunger out, and then you can't really see it, but there's a little tab that you just push down and pull the cartridge out, and once you've got that out, you can just screw off the part that the vial connected to. Alright, now you have to go into the app and press Actions and Load Cartridge, and then you have to confirm that you want to change your cartridge by putting in your passcode, and then press Change Cartridge and Yes. And then Next, which makes it so the plunger that's part of the pump starts going down to prepare for the new cartridge. This takes about a minute or so. It's pretty quick. And then you have to twist the cartridge to take off the old one, and then pull it off, and then before putting on the new one. It's basically the same process, but backwards. And there, you just change your cartridge. So press finish and continue. Alright, so now you need to fill your tubing. So in the app, this is what it would look like. And then on your infusion site, you just need to take the protective cover off. There's a red line that you peel, and then the whole thing comes off. And then you need to take the cap off, just like that. And then you need to press down on the tubing, and then it will unwind. You need to have it all unwinded for this to work. And then my phone turned off, so I'm just putting in the passcode to turn it back on to the app. And then you need to screw the tubing onto your cartridge and make sure it's really tight so it will not leak any insulin. And then you need to press continue and put in your passcode once again, just taking my phone off the screen. And then disconnect infusion site, yes. And then on your pump, on the bottom, there's a little button above some LED lights that's used for quick bolus usually, but now you need to just hold it down to fill your tubing. This takes a few minutes, and every few minutes, maybe a minute or two, it will just check in, just like this, and say, do you see any insulin? I do not, so just press no. And then this takes a few minutes, so I'm just going to speed it up a little bit. Alright, so that took a while, but then eventually some insulin will come out. It will just drip out, and then just press yes, and it will say detecting insulin, and you filled your tubing. So now you need to put on your infusion set, so that's what it would look like in the app. So now you just need to prep your infusion set. So I'm using an alcohol swab to help clean my skin. I'm going to put it on my leg. So using an alcohol swab just gets any skin oils away and prevents infections. And then I use this stuff called Flonase that is supposed to help make it less itchy. I used it for my Dexcoms and it worked, so I just use it for my infusion sets now too. And then I wipe it away with an alcohol swab just a little bit so that it doesn't make my adhesive not stick, since it's a liquid. And then we have to let it dry. And then I use skin tack to help my adhesive stick to my skin. I don't use a lot. I only put it on in a small little area because it's so sticky. And I don't hold it with my bare fingers. I hold it with an alcohol swab so that my fingers aren't sticky afterwards. And then I prepped my site. So now I need to prep my inserter. So just peel that piece of paper off the bottom. And then take this little blue thing off, twist it a little bit, and then just pull it off. Just set it to the side. And then you need to take the paper back off of the adhesive. Make sure you're careful because there's an open needle. And then when you flip it over, you'll see little things that you just grab and pull back. And then put the tubing in the little indent so it doesn't get in the way when you insert your infusion set. And then it's ready. So now you just have to get it in the right spot. I'm just trying to figure out where to put it exactly. And I use a flashlight to help see where I use my skin tack, since the skin tack is a little bit shiny and it shows up well with a flashlight. You can't really see it through the camera, but it helps me know where exactly to put it. So then once you've got your spot, there's little buttons on the sides. They're circular shaped, so you just pinch your skin and push those buttons in, and it inserted.
Then you just push it down a little bit, make sure it sticks, and then just pull straight out, and you inserted your infusion set. So now just like rub around it a few times and make sure it sticks. And this is the bag for an adhesive sleeve. I forgot to film putting it on, and that's the things that come off. And that's what it looks like on. It has a pouch to put your pump in, just like that. And perfect. So that's what it looks like. It's flexible and easy to take out. Last step is to fill the cannula. So in the app, press fill cannula. And for an Autosoft XC, you need 0.3 units. And that's what, just make sure it's on and filling. And when it's done, press done. And at the top, press save. And resume insulin, yes. And then back to your dashboard, and everything's normal again. Alright, welcome to Bok Time with Becca. Here I've got Patty. She's a silkie. She's about 8 months old because she was born in April and now it's December. And she lays really tiny eggs. They're also really light. And she's really sweet. She's a little bit ridiculous with all her fuzz, but she's pretty sweet. She lets us hold her. She just does not exactly want to be here right now. But she has feathered feet that are very gross. And yeah, now I'll put in some pictures of her from when she was younger. And I'll put in a picture of her tiny little eggs. Alright, so that was it. That's how to change an Autosoft XC infusion site. I hope you enjoyed and it helped you in some way if you're a type 1 diabetic. And I just want to say once again, thank you for watching my videos and being a part of this channel. And yeah, I hope you have a good day.